What's up, guys? This weekend, I had a lot of free time to make a fancy ish meal. Also, show me how hard plating was. Here's what happens.
Alright. Lazy-ish Sunday, so I try a little bit for cooking. I have never had a tri-tip, so I'm gonna do a roast for it. Hopefully, no idea the quality of this. Never been to this butcher, but it's all good. Give it a shot. A little bit of oil. Coat both sides. Up here, the salt. I mean, looks pretty good. I mean, I trust my local Italian butcher. It'll be good. Salt both sides, pretty much. Decent cut of meat, so you can be generous with the salt. Alright. That's it. Let this cure a bit before we stick in the oven. Probably take around an hour to bring it up to temp. This will help season it throughout.
Okay, so I'm trying to make a little bit fancier meal, I guess. Trying to practice my plating over the weekend. I realize plating is not as easy as it looks, at least for me. I feel like the artistic side of cooking definitely shows up the most through the plating. I'm thinking, oh, I have the technique, maybe to do this, maybe I can do something of the sort. Now, for what it seemed like in the final end product, I realized, oh, I'm not the best at it. But I'll walk you through the process on what I made for dinner. So as you can tell, I'm dry brining slowly. I'm dry brining a tri-tip. Never had that cut, but wanted to give it a shot. Heard it's pretty beefy and can be flavorful and tender if you know how to cut it right. On the side, my vegetable, I have some roasted squash. Really just gonna toss it up and stick it in the toaster oven. Nothing special, just put it under the broiler. And then I have some leftover sweet potatoes I want to use up. I'm gonna make a sweet potato puree, kind of like, I guess, how fine dining restaurants do it, but anything special in my opinion. I'm just gonna chop it up into chunks, steam it up, and then once it's nice and fork tender, I'm gonna put it in a pot along with some chicken stock that I have, blend it all together, and then when it's time to serve, add in some butter as well, make it extra rich, and then we can plate this up at the bottom. At least that was my goal. And then we'll top it off with the squash, the tri-tip as well. So for the tri-tip, I pretty much am gonna reverse sear it. Then when it's almost up to temperature, I'm just gonna sear it on my pan, get some nice Maillard reaction going. Then we're gonna deglaze with some onions and garlic, add in some of my chicken stock. I'm gonna slowly reduce this. Meanwhile, I also have some of my leftover caramelized onion roux. This will help thicken it up and give it a nice rich flavor as well. I think it'll go well with the sweet potato puree, the sweet umami flavor. Once everything's nice and reduced, finish it off with some cold butter for a nice gloss and richness. And our sauce is done. Now that we have all our components, we can start to plate. I tried 2 different methods with 2 different plates. Pretty much puree on the bottom, then the squash, along with slices of the beef, topped off with some of our sauce that we just finished. And I add a little bit of chili strands for a little bit of extra flair. Not sure if it's really needed. Probably chives would have been a better presentation and contrast to everything. Seems like some people prefer the deeper plate option, at least when I post on Instagram. So just gotta get better at this slowly. And doing this actually made me realize how crazy the fine dining chefs are. They make it look so easy. This was truly not easy for me. I would say I'm definitely not as creative as them. Can't really envision it. Practice comes a long way, I would say. I like to do this also because it really surely shows you in the world how there are levels to everything, and this is one of them. Always ready to be humbled by many different things I try. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe and follow my Instagram at WeCanCooks. Thanks for the support.